All right, at the Winternationals Solutions start zone, Rob Penrod, you see him at Ocala Speedway during the season. Glad to have him on board the last 3 weeks as we go at the Winternationals Solutions start zone with Ricky Thornton Jr. and Jonathan Davenport. We underway at Ocala, the final night of the Wieland Winternationals.
Fire off into turns 1 and 2. Delaware double file restarts up until 10 to go. Ricky Thornton Jr. with the advantage in 1 and 2. Davenport drives under him down the back straightaway and through the dog leg. Drake Troutman, Rocket 1, closing in at the end of lap number 1. It's going to be Superman Jonathan Davenport, your race leader.
Right in there. Here comes Shepard on the bottom. Drake Troutman up top. Troutman is like that top. He came from 9th to 2nd the other night. Here comes Albertson on the bottom. Jonathan Davenport, he's already won twice here this week, 85 times in his series career. Right now, showing the way with 2 scored.
Good run for the 58 of Garrett Albertson right there off corner number 4 as he's going to drive down to the inside of Brandon Shepard, take that 3rd spot away. He's trying to drag the 76 of Brandon Overton with him. Overton goes down to the inside. Troutman's been good on the high side, James, all week long in that G.R. Smith 22 star. Right now, though, he's losing a little bit of ground up top. Moran drives by. He opens up the door for Carson Ferguson.
As we've gone on longer than this is 50 laps. We had 50 laps here last night. As right now, Davenport into turn 1, a good lead right now over Thornton as he comes under siege from Albertson. Garrett out at 2, working the bottom. Into turn number 3, then it's Shepard, and then it's Overton. Branded over to the Riggs Motorsports Napa Longhorn Factory team, looking for his first win for that team.
Jonathan Davenport is just absolutely spanking the field early in this one, James. 5 laps in the books, and the Fast 49 has a 2.3-second advantage over the 3 cars battling for second, 4 cars battling for second on the right side of your screen. Man, oh man, that Lance Landers Racing, Winternationals Solutions, Dyna-Gro Seed 49, looking good in the early stages of this one.
Corey Fossfed, the crew chief, Tyler Bragg, Cole Perrine, a racer himself, as meanwhile Shepard has gotten back around Albertson. So Shepard goes to 4th, or the 3rd rather. Overton 5th, and it's Moran, Troutman, Carson, Ferguson, McCready, Tyler Erb runs in 10th in the best performance number 1.
Devin Moran gets a good run there on Garrett Albertson off corner number 2 down the back straightaway. This racetrack kind of an egg shape or an avocado shape as some people call it. Turns 1 and 2 very wide, almost a dog leg down the back straightaway. Turns 3 and 4 very narrow, but right now Jonathan Davenport has the place figured out. As a matter of fact, the driver of the 49 has closed in on the back of the field. Donald McIntosh will be the first driver to go 1 lap down.
Shepard taking a shot for second, out at 2 down the back straightaway. Shepard on the deck lid of the 20 RT. We've not seen a lot of in-traffic racing. We've had some caution flags, timely for the leader, but maybe not for the rest of the field. But right now it stayed green from the start, and Davenport already works at a turn 3. But down the back straightaway, a battle for second.
And Ricky Thornton Jr. has it. Brandon Shepard and Brandon Overton still right there as well. Those 3 drivers, as well as Garrett Albertson, all on the bottom of the racetrack, and they are just about 1 lap away from catching the 79 of Donald McIntosh, as Jonathan Davenport disposed of him quickly and has actually stretched out his advantage now to 2.8 seconds as he continues to turn the fastest laps of anybody on the track.
Right now, down the back straightaway, the 49 car trying to equal Jimmy Owens and Earl Pearson Jr.'s, the only 4-time series champions in the 21-year history of the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series.
Davenport a little high that time down in turns 1 and 2, James, as you see there on the left side of your screen, as he has caught a little heavier lap traffic now. That lead that had ballooned to nearly 3 seconds, it was 2.2 the last time by. Behind him, Ricky Thornton Jr. is able to work by Donald McIntosh. That lead now under 2 seconds for the 3-time series champ, Jonathan Davenport.
Right now, they're going to be able to close on him. Thornton, Shepard, and Garrett Albertson, Brandon Overton up there as well. Davenport contending with traffic down the back straightaway. Brandon Overton nearly got around him a couple of nights ago on the final lap. There's the gap right there between 1st and 2nd, and Thornton's tracking him down, Dustin Jarrett.
Yeah, absolutely. As 0.5 of a second was trimmed off the lead last time by. This time by, RTJ is able to take another 0.3 off. He's trying to bring the Rocket 1 with him. 34 laps remaining, 16 complete, and Jonathan Davenport has still got a lot of lap cars in front of him, as you see right there. Oh, and we've got a Coltman Farms Racing caution. 1 car is slow at the end of the back straightaway. It appears to be the 93 of Carson Ferguson, and that will slow the pace with 16 laps scored 34 laps to go, a flat left rear for the 93. 16 down, 34 remaining. Jonathan Davenport leads him into the Nutrient Ag Solutions starting zone.
Thornton picked the bottom on Shepard. Both gets a good restart into one. Now we got a new third place car. Here comes the 76 of Brandon Overton. Here comes Miranda 99. Shepard's going to lose 2 spots. Here comes Alberson back at 58. He'll lose 3 spots. Shepard will regroup to the top, but out of turn 4, Davenport still leads in Ocala.
And Shepard's going to lose another spot here as they come by the stripe. Tim McCready, no, McCready not able to sneak by. Shepard going to fall again. Does he have a flat left rear? He does. A flat left rear tire on the Rocket 1, and it explodes coming off turn number 2, and that will bring out a second Coltman Farms Racing caution flag. 17 laps in the books, 33 remaining here at Ocala. Welcome back to night 5 of the Wieland Winternationals here at Ocala Speedway. 17 laps scored, 33 laps remaining, and a flat left rear tire on the Valvoline Rocket 1 of Brandon Shepard. And he has made his way into the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit.
That's right, Shepard's down here, left rear expired on the number 1 car. They are also going to look under the front of this race car and maybe make some other changes while they're down here, as Brandon Shepard had a good run going early, but you could tell on that restart things did not go well, and this tire absolutely disintegrated. They're going to pull sheet metal away from this left rear tire. Also, they're going to pull off the left front, possibly an adjustment down there, or just actually a new Hoosier going on that, as Mark Richards, team owner, jumped down off the infield stage when we saw that Coltman Farms caution. He knew what changes they wanted to make, but Brandon Shepard, if he's going to go to Wieland Victory Lane, it just got a lot tougher here tonight.
Ben, thank you. Great job down there. James, let's take a look at the Dave Warren Power Sports replay. Yeah, you saw it right there. You could see the wheel down on the ground, and there you just saw that tire explode. You see the damage on the quarter panel. That Valvoline Swaber Calf Ranch's number 1 of Brandon Shepard.
Hey guys, real quick, that left front tire, the reason they replaced it, it was flat as well. He had both left side tires flat on that number 1.
Wow, Ben, thank you very much. So Brandon Shepard going to rejoin the field at the tail. Donald McIntosh also getting some work done on the Billy Hicks Racing double nickel race car. So the 79 also going to come back out at the tail as well. Coltman Farms Racing caution lights will be turned off this time by.
Shepard 7th in the points, trying to replace his worst finish of a points race of 10th. He was in position to do so, but he'll have to work for it here on the restart. Tail end of the lead lap cars. Davenport, Thornton, Overton, Moran, Alberson, your top 5 at the Nutrient Ag Solutions restart zone. Out at turn number 4. Still 33 to go at Ocala for 25,000.
Ricky Thornton Jr. chooses the inside lane on this restart. He gets a much better start this time than last time, trying to bring Devin Moran with him. Moran up from the 7th starting spot. Brandon Overton says, not so fast, my friend, as he gets a run back on the outside. Moran back down to the bottom, side by side for the 3rd spot. Devin Moran going to take it that time by at the scoring loop.
Overton went way up top. How about McCready? McCready up to 5th. He needs a good run on that Briggs Transport number 9. Off of turn number 4, it is still Davenport. Thornton trying to not let him get away. Moran, Overton. It's going to be a fun year in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Right now, Overton on the inside of Moran. Down the back straightaway, McCready runs in 5th. Then it's O'Neill, Troutman, Alberson, Whitener, Tyler Erb remains 10th and 1.
And Jonathan Davenport, 0.8 of a second the advantage last time by. That margin stays the same this time by as the 20 RT trying not to let the 49 out of his crosshairs. There's the battle for 3rd on your screen. Devin Moran has it. Brandon Overton trying to take it away, but right now both those cars just too good on the bottom of the racetrack. 21 laps in the books. James, 4 laps shy of the Hellraiser Jacks halfway.
Moran trying to keep it down low. Here comes Overton, takes a peek into 3. Tim McCready trying to close at 9. Looking for his best finish of the season in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. That margin still stays 0.7 of a second down the back straightaway. Whoa, Thornton slips up down the back straightaway just a little bit. Here comes Moran as Thornton regroups. Davenport still in control.
I don't know if he just missed his marks there or what happened, James. Yeah, he did. He slid up the racetrack and lost wholesale ground. Jonathan Davenport puts 0.3 of a second between himself and the 20 RT. As you look back on 6th, 7th, and 8th, that's Hudson O'Neill in the blue 71, defending O'Reilly Rookie of the Year, Drake Troutman in the red 22 star. And the blue 58 of Garrett Alberson against 6th, 7th, and 8th. 1 lap shy of halfway.
The Hellraiser Jacks halfway mark coming up. Again, $100 to that driver. And right now, Jonathan Davenport has that in his back pocket. $1,000 in season in. It's about a 3-car length lead as they will pick up the tail end of the field. We got a car off the pace into turn number 3.
Yeah, it's the 22 of Daniel Hilsebeck. We'll see if he's going to nurse it in, and he will not. A Coltman Farms caution flag flies, a flat right rear tire for the Earlham, Iowa driver. And at the Hellraiser Jacks halfway point, 25 in, 25 to go. It's Davenport, Thornton, and Moran. A look there at the 18D of Dalton Wilson, damage on his race car, and just a few laps prior to that, he and the 22 of Hilsebeck made contact. You got to wonder if that might be what caused the flat tire on Daniel Hilsebeck's car, but a lot of damage there on the James Ratliff Racing entry of Dalton Wilson. Ben?
Meanwhile, Daniel Hilsebeck down here, flat right rear tire on the 22, as you guys talked about. They're going to try to get that changed, get him back out onto the speedway. And Dalton Wilson, after that contact and that damage, I thought that he would slow, but he's been able to hang on so far. Right now, Jonathan Davenport has to be loving these Coltman Farms cautions, keeping clean racetrack in front of him.
Final night of racing for the Wieland Winternationals right here. Yellow lights turned off. Green next time by. Nutrient Ag Solutions start zone. Jonathan Davenport's your leader. Devin Moran swings wide off corner 4.
He'll get the run up into 1. He'll diamond it off out at 2. Moran the run on the outside. Here comes Moran down the back straightaway. And Moran is trying to go to 2nd into the dog leg. Here they come. Thornton will be passed for the 2nd time in this race, maybe down at the line. It's after car length Moran, and here comes Overton at 76. Business is picking up DJ with 24 to go.
Yeah, Devin Moran out in front of the 20 RT for 2nd by 8/100ths of a second that time by at the stripe. 20 RT back down to the inside. Moran, though, is it time to start tiptoeing around the top down in 3 and 4, James? Devin Moran says yes, and we have got another Coltman Farms caution flag on the track. Dan Ebert with a flat right rear tire in the 60. 23 laps remain in the highest paying race in Ocala Speedway history. Jonathan Davenport, Devin Moran, and Ricky Thornton Jr. will lead him off corner number 4 to the green.
Also remember, Moran started 7th.
That's right.
He's up to 2nd. Can he hang on to it? He'll get that launch out at 2. Around the rough, and he's going to take 2nd. He may take the lead into the dog leg. Moran's got a good high rod again here tonight. Off at turn 4, way up top. Davenport will still lead, but Miranda's sending it here.
I thought he was
still several laps to go, man.
Just send it, man. And he did. He gets a great run once again down the back straightaway. Here comes Devin Miranda to the outside of Jonathan Davenport through turns 3 and 4. Off the 4th corner. Davenport going to stay in the lead, but Moran's rocking in the Roger Sellers 99.
He's got it up in the smooth part down the back straightaway. Here he comes down on the outside trying to surprise Davenport. Davenport had to throw the block and over to the other night. Out at turn 4, 20 laps to go, 30 in the books, and the Coltman Farms caution is out again.
Uncle T, Tyler Erb with a flat left rear tire on the Best Performance Motorsports #1. 29 laps complete here at Ocala Speedway, night 5 of the Wieland Winternationals.
All right, Davenport into 3s, led every lap. All 29 of them so far, but under fire from Moran on the Nutrient Ag Solutions restart zone. 21 to go here at Ocala.
Moran swings way high that time. Did he get too high? Down in turns 3 and 4. Ricky Thornton Jr. momentarily to 2nd. Here comes Moran, though, off corner number 2. Devin Moran, 1 car slow at the back of the field. It's the 9 of Tim McCready, and I don't know that he's going to nurse it in. And that lap is complete, and a Coltman Farms Racing caution will fly for the 6th time this evening for the Briggs Transport Excess Storage Dave Warren Power Sports #9 of Tim McCready. No flat tire on the 9 car, and McCready's going to make the right-hand turn back into the pit area after the yellow.
Here they come, Nutrient Ag Solutions restart zone. Let's see what Moran, he swings way out wide again. Here they go into 1. Will we have a lead change? Can he make it stick? Out at 2, down the back straightaway. He launches back into 2nd. Looks for the lead on Davenport. He goes to the outside, Dustin.
He's going to take that high line through turns 3 and 4. Davenport glued to the bottom. Tell you what, Devin Moran is there. James, 19 laps to go. Can the Dresden, Ohio driver do it? Look at the run. He gets down the backstretch.
The crowd anticipates it to the outside. They're side by side. Will we have a new leader off at turn 4? Davenport has it, but Moran's got the momentum by a nose. Here we go. Will this be the lap? Davenport tries to go up the track. Here comes Moran down low for the lead into 3.
Down the back straightaway, Moran cuts down low. Did he snooker Jonathan Davenport? Davenport to the inside. Moran with the lead off the corner. Davenport crosses him over.
Oh my goodness, this is outstanding. Out at 2 down the back straightaway. Now Davenport changes his line into 3. Moran about 3 car lengths back. Thornton runs in 3rd, 4th, Troutman 5th is Overton. All eyes up front. Here comes Moran, slides through the middle. Davenport now, he's going to go. Moran gets back to the top. Davenport slides up the track. Moran has a run down the back straightaway. Moran will try to go to the bottom. Davenport will try to throw the block again to the outside. Here they come out of 4. This will be 18 to go at the line. It's still Davenport and Moran.
The less than 18 to go, James, as the timing, it just went down for you and I. So we're down to about 15 to go in this one. And that's a great battle up front for the lead. Devin Moran trying to regain that mojo. He's going to go down to the bottom of the racetrack right now. Ricky Thornton Jr. closing back in. Troutman is up to 4th in this one. Now side by side for 2nd. Ricky Thornton Jr. on the inside, 99 on the outside, and now here comes Moran. He's closing back in on your race leader, Jonathan Davenport.
Another lap or 2 to pick up the tail of the field. Moran wants to get to the lead before the traffic down the back straightaway. Moran on the outside for the lead, and Devin Moran briefly takes the lead. Will he hold it? Here they come off of 4. Down the straightaway, new leader is Devin Moran at Ocala.
Crowd on its feet here at Ocala Speedway. Devin Moran from the 7th starting spot to the lead. Jonathan Davenport not done yet, though. Here comes the 49. Jonathan Davenport trying to get back down to the inside, but it's Devin Moran out front here at Ocala.
Oh, baby, into 1. Now they'll pick up the tail of the field. Thornton trying to pedal as well. Overton runs in 4th. Down the back straightaway into 3. Devin Moran started in 7th. He's taken the lead off at turn 4. Down the main straightaway as the laps wind down. Cars running 2 and 3 wide in front of your leaders out at turn number 2.
Absolutely, lap traffic going to be a factor in this one momentarily, James, as here comes the 20 RT on the 49. Devin Moran has got the back of the field in front of him, though. Here comes the 49 and the 20 RT.
Laps winding down here as they come out at 2. Davenport will drift up the track. Moran still leads. It's 4 car lengths into the dog leg into 3.
Devin Moran trying to hang on. He's got the high side working in that Roger Sellers Double Down Motorsports number 99. Here comes the 49 of Jonathan Davenport closing back in on the inside. The 20 RT is there as well. Nearly 3 wide for the lead. Devin Moran, though, powering on the outside of the racetrack. Jimmy Owens going to go a lap down. Here comes the 19M of Spencer Hughes. He'll be the next car to go 1 lap down, side by side in front of your leaders as Ricky Thornton Jr. slips down in 1 and 2, and that opens up the door for the 76 of Overton.
Oh man, is this wild. Here they come out in turn number 4. Devin Moran down the main straightaway. In the 99. Out at 2, he stretches it out. Battle for 2nd down the back straightaway. Davenport, Overton, Thornton. They hit it at turn 3.
And while that's going on, James, Devin Moran has slowly stretched out his advantage. Brandon Overton in that Riggs Motorsports Napa Longhorn Factory team trying to close in on the 49, the 20 RT there as well. Great battle for 2nd, but it all happens about 8 car lengths behind your race leader, Devin Moran. Moran coming down this time, a handful of laps, 5, count them, 5 laps to go for your leader, Devin Moran.
And we got a car. Jimmy Owens heads out of the race. 5 to go. They'll have 4 to go coming up. Moran out at turn number 4 from 7th. 4 laps to go for the Longhorn. Clements powered for Double Down Motorsports. Will that right rear tire hold up? He has been magnificent all night long. He passed Jonathan Davenport into every lap. There's a battle back here. Overton and Thornton. That is for 3rd and 4th. 3 to go for Moran.
3 laps remaining for the 99 of Devin Moran. Jonathan Davenport remains 2nd and side by side for 3rd with the 20 RT, the 76, the 58 there as well. Troutman following them. James, they're coming around this time by popsicle sticks in the air. 2 laps to go for Devin Moran.
Devin Moran looking for his third Lucas Oil win of the year. Out at turn number 2 down the back straightaway. The Barrett's Performance, 1 lap to go. Davenport is still second. Third was Thornton, I believe. Fourth is Overton. Barrett's Performance, 1 lap to go for the 99. Will that right rear hold up? 1 lap to go out at turn number 2, Dustin.
Devin Moran going to slide up in front of Dan Ebert. Ebert going to drive back down under him.
That was close. He slid up the track. Here comes down at turn number 4.
Checkered flag in the air. It's going to be Devin Moran getting it done on night 5 at Ocala. Second spot will go to Jonathan Davenport. Third to Ricky Thornton Jr. Fourth to Brandon Overton. Fifth unofficially is Garrett Alberson, followed by the 22 star, the 71, the 111, the 5, and the 96 will unofficially round out your top 10 in this one. Wow, oh wow, still.
And race fans, let him hear it, your feature winner, Devin Moran. $25,000, the confetti, the Sunoco checkered flag, and he's gonna head down to talk to that one atop the Big River Steel podium here tonight at Ocala Speedway. Grab the checkered flag. Checkered flag always pays the price. Bubba Clem, promoter down here, congratulating him as Devin parks it down here in Wieland Victory Lane. Devin, what was the key to you getting to the lead there?
Just gassing on it, you know. This is the reason why we come to Florida for Speed Weeks. Everybody's been this and that, and obviously we're not at East Bay, and we all love East Bay, but this is my favorite time of year, and we just put on one hell of a show for the crowd here and everybody watching at home.
You tried every groove. James and DJ, you had them a nervous wreck on the restart. You go so high in turn 4. Were you trying to make that front straightaway longer to get a bigger run in 1 and 2? What was your strategy down in turn 4 with that groove?
My biggest problem is I just could not restart good all weekend. Well, I just found the track that could make me restart better. I just went wherever they were, and JD was turning down enough that I could somewhat get a run, and that last one was really good. I felt like I was really good. I just needed long runs, and we just kept having caution after caution, so I had to worry about Ricky underneath of me. But man, I did not expect us to come from 7th to win tonight, but I got to give Bubba and Rob and all them guys props. I told them last night is the best track condition they had, but we had to work on it a little bit still, and they did that. They just provided us an amazing racetrack.
You were well in the top of 1 and 2, and then JD goes up there. Were you concerned that maybe you'd showed your hand and you were going to have a hard time getting back around him?
Yeah, I knew he was eventually going to go up down there, but I figured he'd never worry about the top of 3 and 4, and I could just get that little bit of run off the top. But once again, just an amazing feeling coming out here. Our third, is this our third win? Third Speed Weeks win. So just a big thank you to Roger Sellers with Double Down Motorsports. I know Robbie, Casey, and Connor were cheering for that one, so I can't thank them enough. They do so much for me. My amazing crew. Chuck, me and Chuck, we knew we had to work on the car a little bit from last night, and we just fine-tuned it. I felt like we were good. We just had to maneuver better, and that's what we did. So thank you to Chuck, DK, Stuart Little, Brad. I went golfing this morning. Every time I go golfing, we win. So, Roger, you can't give me crap for going golfing on race day anymore. But just a huge thank you to all my supporters, Lazy Days RV, Big River Steel, C&W Trucking, Millwood Plumbing, Pee-wee's Wrecker Service, Holland Haskell, McHugh's, Red Oak Pud, Bill Steen. I'm 2 for 2 this year with my High State Buckeye uniform, so I'm going to have to give them guys a shout-out. That national championship might help me out a little bit too, but just want to thank them. Longhorn Chassis, Clements Race Engines. This thing, we put this thing in the other night after we hurt one, and it was just running flawless since, so we'll take this piece over to Longhorn. And yeah, just so many great people. VP Race Fuels, iBox Springs. There's a ton of great people I can't thank. My dad and mom being here. I think we talked Dad into staying for Volusia next week, so that'll be cool. My wife, I love her so much. She's out there working all the time for me. So can't thank all them people, everybody else that supports me, and Bumag, Southeastern Equipment, IBS. I got to give Ivan Lloyd one more major shout out. He lets us hang out down here all the time, and his wife's definitely cooking this big meal tomorrow. So can't thank them. Jeff Stoniker with SRE, he just came on board since I started racing a street stock, and they've been so much fun to have around. So just can't thank everybody that helps me all the time, and yeah, we'll enjoy this one and get ready for Volusia.
In front of a record crowd, Devin Moran goes to Wieland Victory Lane. $25,000 tonight with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series.
All right, Ben, thanks a lot, and congratulations to Devin Moran. Ben is going to go over and grab a word with the drivers that rounded out the Big River Steel podium here tonight. Finishing in second, it was Superman Jonathan Davenport, who led more laps in this race than anyone. Ricky Thornton Jr. third. Again, unofficially, it was the 76 of Brandon Overton fourth and the 58 of Garrett Alberson rounding out the top five. We'll send it back down to Ben with your second place finisher.
Second place on the Big River Steel podium, Jonathan Davenport. JD, you ran your groove early in the race. Devin closes in on you, and you started changing things up. In hindsight, anything you wish you'd have done any different?
I don't know. That's what we was just talking about. We went with a soft tire there, so I think it was one other car in the field. So I don't know if that had something to do with it, but we might not ever got the lead without the soft tire. So I don't know. Devin done a great job. I knew it was going to be moving around. I just got slower and slower on the bottom, and it's kind of where I was married to with that tire. I couldn't really move around a lot. But then once I moved all the way to the top, I was okay. But it's just a long way around there. It's pretty treacherous. It's what a cool racetrack though to be that wide. Hats off to Bubba and Rob. They done an excellent job tonight. I actually raced a lot better than I thought it would there, being that slimy on the bottom. But like I said, congratulations to Devin. He done a good job there. Just got to thank my guys. They give me a heck of a car again. It was my tire choice there. I don't know if it was wrong or if it was right, but at least it got us a second anyway. So hats off to them, to my guys. Like I said, once again, they do an excellent job for me. Thanks to Dynagrow C, Nutrient Ag Solutions, ASC Warranty, Bill Steen, Longhorn, thanks Chris Davis with Midwest Sheet Metal, Martin Automotive, Bobcat of Batesville, Lucas Oil, Mega Plumbing, everybody that helps us. Bill Steen, VP Fuels, couldn't do it without none of them. Say hello to everybody back home, and thanks for everybody showing up, man. What an excellent crowd we had tonight. That's cool.
Jonathan Davenport comes home in position number 2. Meanwhile, tonight, rounding out the Big River Steel podium, Ricky Thornton Jr. Ricky, it felt like one of those nights that you were just on the cusp all night of where you needed to be. How was it from the driver's seat?
Oh, the racetrack was awesome. Bubba told us he was going to get us. We were running on the wall, and literally, I think one lap I was on the wall. So, no, hats off to these guys. They busted their butt all week. I feel like tonight was probably the best racetrack we had all week, too. So, in the end, I think the driver probably made the wrong tire call. We went hard, and it just didn't slow down as much as I needed it to. But congrats to Devin, JD. They drove a great race. It was, I almost wish I had an in-car on. It was pretty good to watch their race, even though I wasn't in it. But overall, hats off to everyone at Ocala Motorsports. They've been busting their butt. Skylar, Nathan, Zach, my wife, my kids, all the fans, Hoker Trucking, Coltman Farms, EMD Wraps, FK Rod-Ends, Ultra Shield, Sharp Advantage. There's so many great people that help us, all the fans for coming out, and looking forward to next year.
Ricky Thornton Jr., guys, he rounds out the Big River Steel podium on a fun night at Ocala.